In a small West African village nestled beneath the ancient baobab trees lived a young girl named Naya. Unlike the other children, Naya had a special gift. She was attuned to the whisper of the wind, the pulse of the river, and the songs of the night. Naya's senses were heightened, and the villagers believed her to be blessed by the spirits of their ancestors. But one season, a terrible drought struck the village. The rivers ran dry, the earth cracked, and even the baobab trees, which had stood tall for generations, began to wilt. As the crops withered, the people grew desperate. Naya's mother told her tales of the past, of how the ancestors once brought forth water from the Stone of Stars, a mystical stone hidden deep in the shadowed mountain. It was said that only the bravest, guided by the spirits, could ever hope to reach it. One evening, Naya gathered the villagers and made a vow. "I will seek the Stone of Stars and bring life back to our lands." Though her family and friends warned her of the dangers, her heart was resolute. She knew her people could not survive without water, and so, before dawn, she set out on her journey. As Naya journeyed into the dense forest, she felt eyes watching her. Strange sounds echoed around her, the rustle of leaves, the snap of twigs. She held tightly to her mother's carved amulet for comfort. Suddenly, a figure appeared, a wise old woman wrapped in shimmering cloth, her face hidden behind a mask of swirling patterns. "Who dares venture into the lands of the spirits?" the woman asked, her voice like the hiss of the wind. Naya knelt respectfully, answering, "I am Naya, from the village by the baobabs. I seek the Stone of Stars to save my people." The woman nodded, her gaze sharp. "Many have tried to find it, but few succeed. You will need courage, for the mountain tests all who dare to climb it." With a wave of her hand, the spirit woman vanished, but she left a gift behind, a small gourd of water. Naya drank, feeling renewed strength fill her, and continued her journey toward the shadowed mountain. After days of walking, Naya reached the base of the shadowed mountain. Its peak was hidden in clouds, and a chilling mist surrounded the base. As she began her ascent, the mountain grew steeper and more treacherous. Sharp rocks cut her hands, and shadows danced in the mist, whispering words of doubt and fear. At the first ridge, Naya encountered her first trial. 3 pathways, each seeming identical, but only one leading to the stone. Remembering her connection to nature, she closed her eyes and listened. A soft hum came from the path to her left, the sound of flowing water. She followed it. Higher up, Naya faced her second trial. A giant serpent, its scales glimmering in the moonlight, blocked her way. The serpent's voice rumbled like thunder. "If you wish to pass, answer me this. What flows without end, yet never tires?" Naya thought of the river that sustained her people, even in times of hardship. "The river," she answered. The serpent bowed its head and she passed. Finally, Naya reached the summit. There, nestled in a hollow beneath an ancient tree, lay the Stone of Stars. It was small, yet brilliant, glowing with a light that seemed to pulse with the rhythm of the earth itself. But as Naya approached, a dark figure emerged, cloaked in shadows. It was the spirit of the mountain, a guardian older than time. "Why have you come to claim what is not yours?" the spirit demanded, its voice filled with the power of the mountain. Naya, though trembling, stood her ground. "I come not for myself, but for my people. Without water, they will perish. I ask only for the strength to save them." The spirit was silent, then nodded slowly. "You may take the stone, but know this, once used, it must return to the mountain. It is not a gift for mortals to keep." Naya agreed, her heart filled with gratitude. She took the stone and held it high, whispering a prayer to the ancestors. Instantly, rain began to fall, gentle at first, then in torrents, filling the rivers and nourishing the earth. Naya descended the mountain, her journey back swift as the rain fell all around. When she returned, the village erupted in joy. Children danced, elders sang songs of praise, and her family embraced her with pride and relief. She returned the stone of stars to the mountain as promised, knowing that she had been part of something much greater. And from that day on, Naya was known as Naya, the spirit's daughter, a hero whose courage and wisdom restored life to her people.